Hey folks, I'm Pete, and this is Pete's Eats Cooking Videos. Today we're making a lemon tart. Now lemon tart is delicious. It's sweet, it's sour, it's tart, it's absolutely fabulous, and it's really easy to make. And I'm going to show you step-by-step instructions that will have you making the best lemon tart ever. So let's begin! Okay, so what you're going to need to make this is obviously lemons, but limes as well, almost equal part limes and lemons. You're going to need eggs, you're going to need sugar, you're going to need 35% whipping cream, and a pie crust. Now all of these ingredients will be in the bottom bar below, as well as a video link to one of my videos on how to make a pie crust if you're a little bit shaky on that. So let's begin. So the first step is to egg wash the crust. So what I have is I have one egg that I've beat up with a fork gently, and I'm going to just take that and I'm going to paint the inside of the crust with the egg. After I do this, we're going to put it in the oven and bake it for about 10 minutes at 350 degrees without any filling. It's called baking it blind, but you do have to keep your eye on it. And you'll notice that I have the pie crust up higher than the rim of the plate. And the reason for that is it will shrink when it's baked blind. So I definitely want to have it up higher. Okay, I'm just going to pop that in the oven now for 10 minutes at 350 degrees. So what we're going to do now is make the filling. Now these quantities might need to be adjusted based upon if you're using a bigger pan or a smaller pan. I use quite a large flan kind of pan. So I have 9 eggs, and then it's easy. 1.5 cups of sugar, 1.5 cups of 35% whipping cream, and 1.5 cups of mixture of lemons and limes. This mixture of lemons and limes is made up of about 4 big juicy lemons and 5 big juicy limes, and that made up my 1.5 cups. You want to make sure with the lime-lemon mixture that there aren't any pits in it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add the sugar to the eggs, and we'll do that sort of slowly. You don't want to do it too quickly. And that's the sugar. Mix that in nicely. And next we'll mix the cream in. And then finally we'll put the lemon-lime juice mixture in, the freshly squeezed lemon-lime juice. And there you have it, that's ready to be poured into the form. So I'm going to put the filling into the pie shell that's been sort of baked blind. And I'm going to do that carefully. You'll notice I have the pie on a little thin board or peel. Okay, so I got a little bit of filling left over, and I can use that to make just a custard. I'm going to put this now in the oven, and we're going to have it bake at about 350 degrees for about 45 minutes to an hour, and we'll check on it to see if it's ready. So let's put it in the oven. So here's the final tart. It's out of the oven. You'll notice it's still a bit wobbly. Ouch, that's hot. But it is done. You can see there's a nice crust on it, and we need to let it cool now. It's probably best to leave it overnight, but at least a couple of hours. Let it cool right down. And some cracks might form on top. You can see they are already. Maybe you can cover that with some icing sugar, and it would be great with some raspberries. And there you go, beautiful lemon tart. So here you go. Here's the finished lemon tart, ready to be chilled for a couple hours, and we'll cut it up, throw some raspberries on it, and it's going to be delicious. Some of the extra custard I just put in a ramekin, and that's going to be really tasty too. It'll make a really nice snack. So there you go. Enjoy!